Hey everybody, this is Rydo, and we are back to the Evil Within. Let's continue. Suppose it doesn't hurt anything to say I'm recording this like on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. You probably have noticed that if you've been paying attention to the save files. It's a odd choice, but it works for me. Either I'm going to get into more fighting or I'm not. That's some great insight you can expect from me, I suppose. I feel like we might not have to do too much fighting, or we're going to get introduced to more of the invisible enemies. It kind of feels like the one invisible enemy that we fought before was supposed to be more of a problem, but now that we're playing on casual and we have most of the weapons that we need to actually play the game, I think we're into the game proper. And everything up to this point, they've intentionally had us very low on bullets, very low on ability to use the guns, even if you did have bullets. Never mind. This is straight up a Japanese horror monster. And it's beating me to death. Now, here's the thing. This might be the first female as far as the enemies we've seen. In fact, it might be the second female character, well, third female character we've seen at all. We need to be stronger than where we were. Definitely. So, switching to this, we have explosive bolts, make 3, and equip this to this. And maybe just try the shotgun too. Also, it seems like it's a one-hit kill. I could, I suppose, use my stamina to try and run backwards. Could also try to do something like this. Switch to this, throw, switch to this, and I think I'm supposed to get out of here.
Shit, I better run.
That's not what I was meaning to use. I've used all my stamina. What a horrible stamina point. Quick. Let's see. Equip the shotgun. So I don't know if that came about through the body, and this is why we have to burn bodies. And wow, if that is the main reason why we have to burn bodies, they have not been telling me that for many hours. And I've been wasting bullets for many hours. I suppose this should be equipped here. I feel like a right bump should or left bump should do something more. It should throw a grenade. I'm more of a fan of that style of gameplay. I've closed the gate on her, so maybe I was supposed to slam the gate on her and do a bunch of damage and not use bullets. I feel like I've wasted a lot of stuff. But I also don't want to craft more explosive bolts. And more of that falls right into the fight and not fight thought. Was that a fight or was that running away? I imagine either I'm going to horribly regret dismantling these bombs, or whenever I see these bombs, these are specifically here to only punish the most unobservant player ever, or and give parts to everybody else, since it doesn't take any minigame or anything to dismantle any of that. So I'm gonna get in here and see what happens. Burn the body. And down we're going. How we got back into a hospital, we don't know. We keep flipping between a spooky city and a hospital. A lot of stuff hopefully gets returned. Doesn't seem like that is going to be the case. I think I probably made the right decision to... Nothing in there. To get the maximum amount of matches I could hold. But I wish there was a bit more of a reward for doing that. Whether it guaranteed a drop of one bullet or something else. Stamina. Don't fail me this time. Seems like I'm infinite stamina in that section.
I made it. I can't believe it.
Yeah, I can't believe it either, because that I shouldn't have made it. Let's see. Load this. Can I then pick up bullets? So every gun I have, well, that I suppose wouldn't change too much, because you can only have one arrow loaded at a time. There's a lot of inventory management here. It's not the Tetris style, Resident Evil 4 style inventory management that I came to really enjoy. But there's a lot of bullet management in which you'll probably want to go to every single gun you have and make sure you have everything totally equipped. And every chamber is fully loaded. Okay. I don't know what I really expected there. But yeah, I'm kind of iffy as far as whether this guy is actually a bad guy or not. I think he might slightly be a victim. However, that being said, I say we still shotgun his face. Just for good measure. That seems to be what they want me to do. Although, let's shoot him in the face with the handgun, since... Alright, well then let's run. And see how quickly my stamina ran out then? And when I ran back up here, it triggered this. Am I controlling how I fall? No, this is all cutscene. So clearly the bad guy doesn't have full control of this world. He seems to have some control over it, but not full. And that's chapter 4, and that was pretty easy. Kind of surprisingly easy. And apparently we're only 3 hours and 30 minutes into the game. I'm a little surprised. It feels like we spent more time in chapter 2. Chapter 5, Inner Recesses.
Seems someone wants me hospitalized.
He's watching you. We can't leave. Might as well go here. Yet another gift. And another item. Bad news is that I've been reassigned to a new partner. The good news is that Myra said yes. But even the bad news isn't so bad. Joseph is a great detective and he's a good team. Crimson City needs more men like him on the force, and it's an honor to be working with him. But sometimes I feel like bailing out a boat with a giant hole in the bottom. For every crime we solve, it seems 10 others are committed. The KCPD is the thin blue line protecting the populace from the criminals, but sometimes it seems like there's more of the latter than the former. And a lot of this screen is not getting used. And the only reason I'm really scrolling down here is, remember, this game by default had black bars on the top and bottom. Like, you could have easily rearranged that so it was a larger font taking up more of the screen. Now I do have the DLC for this, so so assuming I play the same character and that same character has the same abilities, we might be very overpowered when we get to the DLC. But I wouldn't be surprised if none of that is true. Be funny if you could just always come to this toilet and get some green goo out of it. That way there's a way of...
It's been a while since your last visit.
She keeps mentioning that. Different how long it's been since you last visited. Investigation stalls in serial killer community cautiously optimistic. Citing lack of new leads, police suspect serial killer may have gone into hiding or moved on. Well, that's not what you want to hear. You don't want to hear that the serial killer just moved somewhere else. He may come back. Slowly opening doors in this section of the game is not helpful. We found one more key, but I don't believe that there are actually enough keys to open all of these. But maybe it comes back in a way where it's a new game plus type thing, and on the second time you just open more and more of these. You can see the yellow also leaves the chests of the ones that have something in it. Of course, I guess I couldn't pick up those arrows when I first got them, so they're still sitting there and the door's staying open because of that. Interesting. Haven't found a map fragment in a while. Did I knock a chair? Did I bump into a chair? Or... yeah, I think I did. bumped into a wheelchair and it just rolled. Interesting. We've got another 1600 goo to use. What the green goo is supposed to mean, I don't know. One assumes it's brain matter, and that every monster I'm killing used to be a human, and I'm taking their brain away from them, their brain ability. Do I want the syringes to increase my health? Do I want my melee damage to do more? Or do I want to be able to hold more bullets? If I could hold more shotgun ammo, that would be nice. And more handgun ammo, that would be nice. Because in the short run, I just don't feel like I'm going to be able to get the damage up as quickly. I mean, I could try to increase the damage on the handgun in particular. Or I could try to increase my life gauge. But frankly, if I get into a fight and I start taking damage, it doesn't matter. And that kind of is the same case with the syringe. So let's do damage. We can't get that at twice the damage, but we can get the shotgun and the handgun up. And I think we can still increase our life. So we'll do that. And maybe we should have increased our sprint time, but I bet you don't even need to. I suspect you could probably play this game rather easily without upgrading much of anything. Let's see. This menu is a little awkward to interact with. You have to use left and right to switch weapons, but then you use right bump and left bump to switch other things. Let's see. And I don't think I can do anything else for just 900. So that's as much as we can do. I'm not sure I particularly like the life bar in the top left screen. That whole thing I think would probably be better in the lower right or the lower left section. Now if you double tap A, you kick the door, it seems. Chapter 5, Inner Recesses. Of course, I wouldn't want to kick the door ever. See, for all I know, burning these bodies is like destroying the mind or soul of victims. A monster just crossed in front of there and then I think disappeared. So that may have just been a vision. And so was that a vision, or is there a monster in here with me? I could see if human brains were synchronized and they were going in and out of synchronization, the subconscious mind would turn it into ghosts appearing and then disappearing many times. But if there were ghosts that disappeared or zombies that disappeared for no real reason in Resident Evil 4, I would be rather upset with the inconsistency there. There were a couple monsters that had camouflage, but they didn't just disappear. They were still there, and there was still reason. Alright, well. There we go. It seems we're gonna have to deal with more of these guys. Be a cool idea if these were every time I killed one of these I was eliminating them from the entire world, and there was like a limited number of zombies. So by being efficient at the beginning of the game, you ran into less at the end. It's just audio. This might even be a Red Room reference for Twin Peaks. Far too many video game developers are obsessed with or heavily influenced by Twin Peaks. I imagine the first time I played RE4, which I know I'm referencing a lot, but it is a game I really loved. I probably did slowly and cautiously run through the, well, not run through the game, stealthily sneak through the game, like I am now. It's very possible that in a second playthrough of this, I would just know who's coming and when, and not concern myself. Dirty bathrooms, always slightly spooky. How come that green goo is so much bigger than the other green goo? Seems like the goo bottles are getting larger based on how much is in them.
Looks like I have to get down.
I'm still looking for those angel statues. It's possible I missed one or two. And none of that's collectible. And I couldn't have opened that. Alright. Down we go. With a roll. And see, that bottle splashed and looked like it made green goo, but it didn't. There's a rat with a statue on top of it. Well, that's gonna make the game slightly more different. 2 bullets wasted on a rat. I probably could have just walked up to it and smashed it. Something happening behind me, or is the fog just kind of glitching? See, once you get in the light, you start seeing all this fog. No, can't smash the TV. I don't see any other rats. Was that necessary, or could I have just crawled in the area? We've hit a checkpoint. Looks like there's an elevator. And Anybody else? Just doesn't feel like you're ever going to be fully capable of having enough bullets. Like I imagine that at this point you should be close to 100 handgun bullets. If this was RE4, you would be at that point. And the melee is not really working. Let's see. Like, and then I gotta fight him off. And then it still takes 3 bullets, regardless of how much melee damage you do to him. This is too far a path. So I need to go back. Like, you wouldn't go 2 rooms as just a side area. I need to go back and see what this was gonna do.
Locked. Need to find a key card.
Ah. Classic Resident Evil. We need a key card. Some kind of crazy puzzle key. Although we haven't seen any crazy puzzle keys in this game. It's been very, very much the same key over and over again. It's gonna be kind of ironic if this game makes less sense than Resident Evil. But I think that's very much a possibility. So which do I believe? Do I believe my ears that tell me that there's possibly something in here? Or do I believe my sensor that tells me there's nothing in here and I'm perfectly safe? Maybe there is nothing in here and it's just in the next room that we start. Particularly with the invisible guys, that's a dangerous scenario to be in, where you just don't have a clue. Maybe a bunch of people are gonna jump up and start attacking me. Hospital key card. And let's see. If we pull out our gun and we reload below, let's pull out a shotgun and reload. I suppose we're even if we're low on both bullets, both styles of bullets, then handgun should still be the one we use. I want to hold off and save the shotgun for later.
Out of ammo?
Apparently I missed every time there, or I succeeded in hitting him several times and the game just didn't have them disappear. Or reappear. I guess the shotgun really is the gun for this. So we got the key card. We're ready to open this. We can hear that there's some bad guys this way. How are we doing? Let's see. 2 new journal entries. I guess we can mark these as red. So we're now at 416. So theoretically 1/4 of all the collectibles have been collected. Map fragments. You have to kind of hover on things to mark them as red. I wouldn't be surprised if I've just missed some collectibles. Or maybe there's a new game plus, like in Resident Evil 4, that's more like Ada Wong's story, where you specifically have to go and play the same events as a different character in different areas. Ordinary keys. Let's see. There's no count on ordinary keys. That's the weird part. And even though we probably left the chainsaw, we're going to have it in our inventory theoretically forever. So I suspect that implies that there's less than 10 of these key items. Well, that's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.